Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views for January 5th, 2015. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's jump right into the charts. You're going to see that the S&P 500 E-mini futures are declining here by about 6 points to 2040 spot 25 per contract. This is a pretty decent morning decline. Again, markets have been very, very volatile and turbulent, really beginning around late last week, and sure enough, that is continuing today. Now, what is the culprit? Well, you're going to hear a lot about the euro falling to new lows, but it is actually off the lows of the session, but the euro is down quite a bit still. And then you're going to see that the dollar-yen is lower by about 60 cents, and I think this is the most important currency pair anyone can follow. Notice dollar-yen falling. When dollar-yen falls, the carry trade falls off the train, and there's no more liquidity to feed the stock market. So be very, very careful. I know you will hear a lot of news coming out of Europe saying how Greece is leaving the European Union, or at least it is speculated that they will be leaving shortly. And we'll see how that all plays out. That is possible, I suppose. However, the currency market really dictates the moves in the stock market, and that's really what you need to know. So again, be aware of that. We'll see how that all plays out. But if you take a look at a company like NBG, which is National Bank of Greece, you are going to see that this is at a new low here. Stock closed at $1.84. It is now trading at $1.70 this morning. So NBG, which is National Bank of Greece, is not really giving us any signs that Greece is staying in the European Union. But either way, we'll see how it plays out. The dollar-yen, in my opinion, is still the most important currency pair to follow. That is the carry trade to the world. And if dollar-yen continues to sink lower, S&P 500 E-minis will fall lower as well. And as you can see, the S&P right now is trading down a little bit further, down about 7 points on the session. So we'll see how that all shakes out and plays out. Also, if you look at some European banks like Deutsche Bank, which I feel is the most important European bank, you're going to see that that is at a low right here as well this morning. Stock closed on Friday at $30.47, now trading at $29.55, and believe it or not, it could probably go down to $29.30 before it finds any stable support. So again, be aware of that. All European banks are lower this morning. Deutsche Bank is by far the most important one, and we'll see how this plays out. Remember, German taxpayers are probably on the hook for all of the Greek bailouts that have taken place over the past few years. So, again, Deutsche Bank today taking a little bit of a hit in that regard. All right, let's look at some other stocks in the news. We want to talk about Boston Scientific. Stock is popping before the opening bell. I'm showing real good resistance around $13.85 to $14 though, so be aware of that. But nice little pop. If you own it, I would trail the stop immediately on Boston Scientific. Stock that is down this morning is Caterpillar. Caterpillar downgraded, I believe, by JP Morgan. Stock right now is trading at $90. Again, everything in the metals and mining sector is weak today. Caterpillar is a leading equipment maker for mining companies, but the stock is down as well. I'm not really seeing any real support on Caterpillar till we get down to around $87 and maybe 75 cents. $87.50. Be very, very careful with Caterpillar. Could have lower prices to go this morning. Speaking of metal mining and things of that sort, let's take a look at BHP Billiton. You're going to see that stock is also trading down today around $46.18, closed at $47.54. Rio Tinto, another one that is trading lower this morning, closed at $45.72. Stock is trading at $44.22. This comes today after weaker oil prices are out there. Also, that seems to be dragging down the metals and mining sector. Let's take a look at PBR, which is Petrobras. This is making new lows. Stock closed at $6.76. It's trading at $6.36. I don't see even a play here on this one at all. If you take a look at GGB, which is Gerdau, they're another metals and mining play. Stock is trading at $3.28. Take a look at Vale, which is another metals and mining play. Stock is trading at 764 after closing at 794 on Friday. So everything in that metals and mining space is coming under pressure. You also have oil down today. Oil is trading lower by $1.69 a barrel to 51.01. If you take a look at the USO, this is making fresh new lows today, trading at $19.30. In my opinion, crude now should test $50. So again, it could not hold the 53.60 level. That broke last week. Now crude should test the $50 level, and we'll see if that gets there today. It very well could. It's only $1 away from the $50 level. With crude being down this morning, we're looking at some pretty good weakness in a lot of the energy plays. Royal Dutch Shell, RDS, and we'll look at the A shares. That stock is falling as well. Closed at 66.98. Today it's trading at 64.86. So we're seeing some pretty good weakness in a lot of different companies here in the energy sector. So I think traders want to be aware of that. You're going to get pretty good weakness out here, at least at the start of the session, just simply on the oil weakness. So again, be aware of that. But we are seeing select oil companies all down today, and I would think that the entire space would be lower to some degree. It looks like HollyFrontier, HFC is the ticker symbol. They're lower today. They lowered, I believe, their fourth quarter guidance. Stock right now is trading at $36.75. So pretty big move lower. Closed at $38.44. Be careful with everything in the energy sector. You're seeing more weakness coming into the S&P as I'm speaking, and right now it's only 8:36 in the morning. We still have nearly an hour to go before the opening bell. But let the market flush out a little bit. That's nothing wrong with that, and we'll see how it plays out. But remember, you want to keep this chart on the radar. Dollar yen. Dollar yen moves lower. Stock market or the S&P 500 E-minis will move lower as well. That's really what I'm seeing here for the most part. So just be aware of that, and we'll see how it all plays out. But remember, oil is lower today as well. Down below $51 a barrel at the moment, trading at $50.93. That is going to weigh on everything out there. And then you have weaker dollar yen. That will be the fear trade out there. That means money will not go into the S&P 500. So you want to be aware of that. The month of January is starting out very, very turbulent, so we'll see how this plays out. Normally we get light volume the first day back of the new year, and this really is the first day back. I know Friday was the official first day back, but today is January 5th. People are back from holiday, and we'll see how this all plays out. But if the dollar yen goes lower, so will the market. Be aware of that. That's how it all shakes out and plays out going forward. So again, keep dollar yen on the radar front and center. I know everybody's talking about the euro, but remember, you want to follow dollar yen. That will tell you everything you need to know. Dollar yen goes lower, stock market goes lower. Dollar yen bounces up, so will the stock market. Remember, that's the carry trade to the world. That's how it's working. The rest of it is just noise, not really even news. All right, with that being said, everybody, I'm going to leave it here short and sweet. I want to wish you all a great trading day. Welcome back to 2015. Come on over to In the Money Stocks. Take a 7-day free trial to our research center, or take a 7-day free trial to our chat room, and you'll see everything that we're doing, how we're going to navigate through these markets each and every day. With that being said, everybody, have a great trading session. We'll see you on the charts.